Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Peteonretreat. Today, we're going to Koh Chang. Yeah, that's right. This week we are in Koh Chang. Dude, you can say this right. Yeah, that's right. This week we're in Koh Chang. Oh man, it is amazing here. Viewers of my channel will probably know that I sold everything I owned last year, 2022, and moved to Thailand to retire early. I spent a lot of 2022 traveling around Asia using Thailand as my home base, but I haven't really traveled around Thailand, and this is my first trip after being here almost a full year. This year I did go to Japan, I went to Laos a couple times, I went to Cambodia. I've been learning how to speak Thai this year, and I wanted to get a bunch of my Thai language skills down before I started traveling around the country. My good friend here, Ziggy's been traveling all around Thailand for years now, and he's come to Koh Chang several times. So he offered to organize a whole trip, take care of all the planning and everything for me, my friend Tony, and for Tony's girlfriend. We got a private taxi down here for the four of us. It was just 1,000 baht each. It was about a 4-hour drive from Prattanak all the way down here. The taxi took us on the ferry, brought us onto the island, and then took us all the way to the hotel. The driver was super cool, drove very fast, but also very safely. I was expecting the trip to take about 5.5 hours, but I think we made it in just over 4. I couldn't believe how quick it went. Our first 2 nights we stayed in the White Sands area. We stayed at a cool resort there. Wasn't that expensive, but the rooms were nice. One really cool thing about Koh Chang is all the resorts are open to everybody. It's not like Jamaica where you go, you have to be staying at a resort to be able to use their grounds, like their pool. A lot of them have private beaches. This place is just wide open. White Sands was like that. We stayed at one resort, but we hardly hung out there. We just kept heading down the beach and going to other ones. The food on the island's been fantastic. There's so many good places to eat. I had seen a place called Elario on a couple of vlogs, and Ziggy had said it's probably the best Mexican food he's ever had. Now Ziggy's from New Zealand, so he's not like Tony and I, who are from Los Angeles, who grew up with Mexican food, but we knew Elario is a place we had to go to. Elario did not disappoint. It was like some gourmet, pretty authentic Mexican food. They have a 37-page menu, but honestly, a lot of the pages only had a couple items on them. They had wonderful pictures. The presentation was great. Everything was really affordable. We ordered a ton of food. Yeah, we just wanted to try everything we possibly could. We ordered, 4 plates of tacos and nachos and guacamole and ceviche and 3 shrimp dishes. The atmosphere was cool. The owner was really friendly. The music they were playing was awesome. I forget what town it's in. It wasn't in White Sands, but I'll put that down here below in the subtitles. My friend Tony said it was legit Mexican food, and Tony's Mexican, so him and his girlfriend are actually going back today. They're going to do some excursions out that way. They're going to do some ATV riding and ride some elephants up into the jungle. So after checking out White Sands for a couple nights and spending a couple nights bar hopping there, we came down here to Lonely Beach. Lonely Beach is fantastic. It's kind of got the same setup where there's just a bunch of resorts. A lot of them are pretty small and small bars just here along the beach, and people just kind of resort hop to go from one to one, walking down the beach, checking out the menu, hopping in for a drink, maybe some coffee, dipping in for a swim. The sunsets here have been fantastic. We've been catching the sunset every night. The plan tonight is to go down to Rasta Bar and catch the sunset. Last night, Ziggy and I posted up down the beach this way at a really cool spot called Mimo Beach Bar. Of all the music I've been hearing at these different resorts, it was the music I was just most aligned in. It was a little bit older. We're staying at this really nice resort here. Got a cool beach roll bungalow, but the music they play during the day and the evening's a little more, electro pop dance stuff. And I saw another beautiful sunset, and then came out the fire dancers. Just a really chill scene all together. Fire dancers were fantastic, and afterwards we met back up with Tony and Amy. We went into town. There's a couple streets just down the road a little bit, 10-minute walk, where there's a bunch of bars and some shops and some restaurants. We ate at a restaurant called Sunshine Cafe. Another great spot where each of us ordered 2 dishes. I finally got to try khao soi chicken. Khao soi chicken's fantastic. Highly recommend. I don't think I took any pictures. If I did, I'll pop them up right now. I definitely didn't take any video. I didn't have my camera with me. There's some islands out here for day excursions. There's the island Koh Chang is down to the south. Another place to go. This trip's only 4 nights for us, so it's going to be pretty quick. But I'm already planning on coming back maybe in January, maybe next month in December. A buddy of mine from high school, Justin's coming out to Thailand in January, and he's told me several times, meet me at the islands. I don't know what islands he's talking about, but I'll definitely be sure to meet him. Tony and his girlfriend are getting ready to go on their excursions, and I thought this was a great time to come out here and actually film a vlog. Yeah, I know it's been a long time since I've done a walk around video, but honestly, if I could do this in the water beach video every week, this is what I would do. Speaking of the beach, the water's very warm. The salt water's very refreshing. I'm told there's a high concentration of salt in this area, which makes for excellent squid fishing. At night, this whole horizon's just lit up with the green lights from the squid boats. All of the beaches are gorgeous. There's great, nice, soft sand underneath, not a bunch of rocks. The water's not as clear as it was when I was in Costa Rica or Jamaica, but it's still pretty clear. I see lots of people going to the islands for snorkeling and diving, so maybe it gets even clearer out there. Something else that's fantastic about Koh Chang is there's like no crime here on the island. We're out here swimming, me and my buddy Ziggy. We've got everything up there, just chilling, no worries about it. Wallet's up there. His camera was up there until I went and grabbed it right now. Everybody just leaves everything out, and there's really no worries about it. The weather's been perfect our entire time here. I got a haircut last week, and I was talking to my barber. She said her and her boyfriend have come to the island 3 times, and each time they come, it's been raining almost all of the time. They even came in December, which is like the dry season, and they still had most of the weekend rained out for them. There was no sign of rain at all this entire weekend. Peteonretreat is way more of a life vlog than it is a travel vlog, but just to kind of compare the vibes of Lonely Beach to White Sands Beach. White Sands Beach is a bit fancier in general, and the clientele base, average age, is much higher. The bars are fun and chill. There's people playing pool. There was a couple that came out dancing both nights we were there. I believe they were from France. Ziggy was chatting them up. The 2 of them were just living their best life, and I'm sure everywhere they go, it's an awesome party. Lonely Beach definitely has a younger clientele. There is a much more prominent bar scene down here than there was in White Sands, and it doesn't get going until 10 o'clock. There's also 2 nightclubs here in town, and we're going to go check those out tonight. There's also a much more hippie vibe going on here.
Soon we'll find out who's the real revolutionary.
about doing the excursions today. I was looking at zip lining, but I just want to chill. I'm in beach mode now. One thing that I'm loving about Koh Chang is they don't allow any motorboats or any jet skis out here. So there's none of that oil pollution in the water, and even better, there's none of that noise pollution. It is tranquil like this all day long, and it is just fantastic. They do rent kayaks and canoes and water boards, paddle boards. In fact, we saw 3 people last night paddle board out to watch the sunset, and they got pretty far out there. They were out there with the fishing boats. They obviously knew what they were doing. It wasn't their first rodeo. Yeah, it is such a perfect unplug and unwind type of vacation destination. Highly recommend it. I love this island. You know, I haven't traveled around Thailand yet, and that's my big plans for this next year, is to do a bunch of traveling around Thailand. But after coming here, I have like no desire really to go to Phuket except to cross it off the list. I'm not even so sure about going to Koh Samui. I'd like to check out some of the smaller islands, Koh Phi Phi, things like that. But this is such the right fit for me in vacationing. On this trip, we're just staying at 2 locations. We spent 2 nights up at White Sands, which is not far from where the ferry lands. And then we spent 2 nights down here at Lonely Beach. Tonight's going to be our last night here. There's several other towns and villages or areas, whatever you want to call them, up and down this whole west coast of Koh Chang. A lot of people that come here, they'll rent a motorbike and check out the town on their own. I am motorbike shy. I have no intention to be driving one around Thailand anytime soon. Yeah, it's cool, it's awesome, but there's crazy winding roads here, and yeah, it's just not for me. So the option for me then is the bot bus, and my group's all kind of the same thing. None of us wanted to rent bikes, so we've been using the bot bus to get around. Haven't had to use it much. The bot bus operates like it does in many parts of Thailand, where you can pick it up along the road. Here it doesn't operate bunch because it only comes around about once an hour in most locations, and of course it costs more than it does in Pattaya. In Pattaya the bot bus is 10 baht. Here it's generally 50 to 100 baht during the day per person, and like 200 baht, maybe even more at night. But we've also been doing private bot buses since there's the 4 of us. So when we went down to Elario in that area that I don't remember the name of, pop that down below again, it cost us 200 baht. So it was 50 baht each. And the hotel organized it for us. And then the same thing when we came down from White Sands to check in here at Lonely Beach, it was 200 baht for the 4 of us. So yeah, the way we got the bot bus, it was basically like getting a private taxi. Pretty cool. Can't wait to come back and check out more of this island. Yes, getting a motorbike is a fantastic way to see islands like this, but the bot bus ride was a lot of fun too. We got to some really cool hilly and windy areas. It's impressive how high the mountain areas are around this island and how steep it gets. I had a great time just sitting in the back of the bot bus and watching the towns go by one on our way down here. Well, everybody, that's it for this vlog. If you like this video or any of my other ones, please give me a like down below. Hit that subscription button. This vlog channel has been documenting my whole trip to moving to Thailand and my experiences here. Please check out some other videos. It's really good to see you all again. This is Pete on Retreat, and I wish you were here.